Welcome. In this video, I am discussing the topic, independence will never be granted by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. If you look at the story of Moses in the Old Testament, going to Egypt to liberate the children of Israel from captivity is not only a historical record, but is a prophecy that anytime any believer is in any captivity, or anytime any believer goes into any bondage, that believer must demand for his liberation. That believer must demand for his freedom. That believer must fight for his liberty, because independence will never be granted by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Until the oppressed says, "Pharaoh, let my people go," Pharaoh will never allow you to go. So you check your generation, the patterns of your bloodline, you check the generational patterns of your family, and any negative things you've seen it happening to your grandfathers, happening to your mothers, or happening to your parents, you have to confront it in a battle. You have to contend with it in a battle, because that thing will not allow you to go until you demand for your freedom, until you demand for your liberty. Because whatever hold you captive will never allow you to go until you demand for your independence, until you demand for your freedom. So anytime any believer goes into any captivity, the oppressor will never allow you to go. Independence will never be granted by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. For example, Africans will never come out from the mental slavery until Africans begin to demand for their mental slavery. So the story of Moses going to liberate the people of Israel from captivity is not only a historical record for us to read, but it's a prophecy that anytime we find ourselves in any captivity, in any bondage, we must demand for our freedom. We must fight for our freedom. Independence will never be granted by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. And so any area of your life that is in captivity, any area of your life that is in bondage, you must confront it. You must fight for your freedom. You must fight for your liberty. You must demand for your freedom. You must demand for your independence, because independence will never be granted by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Bye-bye.